Honorable Justice Sri Vibhu Bhakru, Judge Delhi High Court, Honorable Justice Sri Dilip Rao Sahib Deshmukh Ji, Chairman Company Law Board, Sri Pawan Kumar Vijay, past President ICSI and Chairman SSB, Mr. Atul Mehta, President ICSI, Mamta Binani, Vice President, Mr. Sutanu Sinha, CE and Officiating Secretary, past Secretaries ICSI, past President ICSI, my colleague on the Council, past Chairman and IRC, members of the Regional Council, officials from the chapter, and regulators from the Ministry, from the SEBI, Mr. Manmohan Juneja, a very good evening to all of you. On behalf of the Institute, on behalf of the Council, I extend a very hearty welcome to Honorable Chief Guest and Guest of Honor, to all of you. This program is being webcasted and participated by the members across the India. Friends, the initiative of the Institute regarding secretarial standard, the theme we have today, the launching of the secretarial standard, is not new. Last 1.5 decades, we have seen the effort of the Institute. So many secretarial standards have been there. And this is the first time in the world, sometime, the secretarial standards, basically relating to the board processes and shareholders meeting and processes, have been adopted. Thank you. Ministry of Corporate Affairs, representatives are here. Sir, please take our sincere thanks to the ministry for giving such a recognition to us and approving this secretarial standard relating to the board as well as the shareholders, which has already been notified. Today, we have the notification published in the official gazette. I request all of you to please give a big round of applause for this great and historical moment, achievement, and this event. We are indeed thankful and really motivated to have two experts of the subject who happens to be on the top of the hierarchy, Justice Vibhu Bhakru Ji, our chief guest for this event, and Justice Deshmukh Ji. Even if both the dignitaries need no introduction within the fraternity, everybody here must have dealt with the faculties, either at the professional front or otherwise in their, institutional activities. Briefly, I'm introducing the faculty, chief guest and the guest of honor briefly. Justice Vibhu Bhakru Ji is graduated from the Delhi University in 1987, and after clearing his ICA examinations and his law graduation in 1980, he was enrolled as an advocate with the Bar Council of Delhi in September 1990. And thereafter, he's practicing in the Delhi High Court and the Company Law Board, everybody know, in the various tribunals as well. He was designated as senior advocate by the Delhi High Court on 28 July 2011, and thereafter, he joined Delhi High Court as the judge. Sir, on behalf of the Institute, on behalf of the fraternity, on my personal behalf, we welcome you formally, and we are indeed thankful for sparing your valuable time and to be with us on the occasion of this important event. May I request President ICSI to kindly present a flower bouquet to Justice Vibhu Bhakru Ji to mark our respect to him. Thank you very much, sir. Friends, Honorable Justice Sri Dilip Rao Sahib Deshmukh Ji, Chairman, Company Law Board. We all know him. He took over the charge as Chairman CLB on 27 November 2009, and he holds a postgraduate degree in commerce with a gold medal from... Please say he's an old friend. Obviously, any occasion it has been, he always has been there to bless us, and sincerely your blessings have taken us to this level today. Thank you, sir, thank you very much. He has many awards in his name. He has presented various papers at the international forums, and we all know a long, awards and recognition in his name. May I request Mamta Binani, Vice President, to kindly present a flower bouquet to Honorable Justice Sri Dilip Rao Sahib Deshmukh Ji. Friends, I am sure with the implementation of the secretarial standards, there has to be uniformity in the process of the board as well as shareholders conduct in the meeting. To some extent, it will reduce the disputes amongst the corporate sectors and will introduce the corporate governance. No, before I close, I welcome you once again. I am sure with the presence of these dignitaries and all of you, we are going to be more motivated and to come out with the more and more secretarial standards and achievement in time to come. Now I request Chairman SSB Sri Pawan Kumar Vijay to inform the journey of the secretarial standards. Please, sir.
Honorable Justice Bibu Bakru, Honorable Justice Dilip Deshmukh ji, President ICSI, Vice President, CEO, Mr. Vinny Chaudhary, Mr. N.K. Jain and Mr. S.P. Naran, Preeti Malhotra, Past President, Mr. M.M. Juneja from Ministry and other officials from Ministry and SEBI and friends from media. Friends, today is the historical day for ICSI and profession of company secretary. A dream come true, a moment of pride and self-satisfaction. No doubt, lots of efforts in last 15 years, everybody has put in to achieve this. This journey of last 15 years, it is started, and I recall in 98 when I became council member, and Dr. Narang is here. That time I was talking to the council member that when a company secretary is changing his guard to another person, because everybody is following different practices, so we should do this. And that time, majority member make my position that what childish he is talking. But I'm happy that time J. Sridhar was the president in 2000, and he talked in the accounting standard that how we can bring out secretarial standard. And he was the person who started the secretarial standard point of view, and we formed the first committee on the board, and Mr. Bajivdar was the chairman of that committee. And that time, the visionary journey started. Friends, and the person sitting on the dais, this is the first time in the entire world that secretarial standards are there. We have accounting standards, so we don't have secretarial standard type of thing. In last 15 years, the board has done so many things. We came out 10 standards on dividend, payment of the minutes, and various other things. But it was recommendatory. It was not mandatory, and we were recognizing companies, those who were following this on the basis of voluntary guidelines. The vision of ICIC was that it should be mandatory, and that's why we were thinking that how the different secretarial practices, different interpretation of law can come together in such a manner that we can have a simplified and uniform process. So ICIC suggested first time when the J.J. Irani committee was there, and that time in the J.J. Irani committee, this issue rigged up, and from institute side, Preeti Malhotra was representing, and I salute Preeti that what way she has put in her effort to convince. And I know after that parliamentary standing committee was there, and that time Mr. Jain was moving with one MP to another for secretarial audit and the secretarial standard. We salute both of you, and both of you, they are here. I request all of you give a loud applause for these people who are here. Now 2013, Act has mandated, and 10th April we got a permission from Ministry, and now today it's notified. Friends, people were congratulating me that because I was a chairman and the board which was there. But I was telling that this is not the effort of one person and one group and one committee. It's the effort of team. And it reminds me one saying, if a stone is broken by the last stroke, it doesn't mean that the first stroke was not that important. Success is the result of every stroke effort, and we have achieved this. So this is a complete teamwork which we have done. And I acknowledge the past chairman of Bajivdar, Mr. Ashok Chabra, Mr. Subramaniam, those who have done reluctantly efforts. And in the last week, we had a 100th meeting of SSB, and we called everybody. The past SSB members, some members are here. Past president, Mr. J. Sridhar, because he started this. And the past secretary, Mr. S.P. Narang, Mr. N.K. Jain, and now Sudhanu Sinha, those who have worked reluctantly to achieve this. Mr. V.K. Agarwal, Alka Kapoor, and now Priya. They have done, and I remember the V.K. Agarwal ji and Alka Kapoor was doing, that time no standards were available, and they were thinking what to do. Friends, the purpose of secretarial standard is, because there are divergent practices in secretarial practices, various uses, and different business practices are there. So SS secretarial standard is to integrate, harmonize, and standardize the process. Now Companies Act 2013, the total shift from promoter and the majority to minority and on the basis of the independent director. Now at this period, when this is the more responsibility, then if you have a multiple practices, multiple meaning, it will be very difficult to manage the affairs of the company. So today we want that how to improve the quality of secretarial practices, board procedure, adopt a uniform practices, better shareholders democracy, more transparency. These are the basic things. The principle which we have governed when we were finalizing this, there are some places where law is clear, but language is little bit difficult. Where law is silent, we have given the word on the basis of good governance. Law is multiple meaning. We have tried to give that meaning which has a better meaning for shareholders' point of view and governance point of view. And then there are diverse practices and multiple practices. So we have identified the best practices and we have adopted this. The SSB board, which has done this work, it is represented by SEBI, NSC, BSC, RBI, MCA, FICCI, SOCHM, and CIA, Chartered Accountant Institute, and CWA. Members from profession and members from practice. They are the part of this. And we have developed this in a transparent manner. Ask 360-degree process, we have take the view from various people, and then we have finalized. In both the standard, when you will read this, there are so many issues which are there, things are silent. Where law is, because who can circulate, how can circulate the draft minutes? Who will issue the notice? When is the notice is given? What is the agenda? Agenda, what contains the agenda? Whether I can give shorter notice points, how to distribute the gift, time stamping for minutes. So various things are there which are not clear and has a multiple meaning. The most important thing, Mr. Justice Deshmukh is here. What we have done, there is a two important thing which we have realized, that there are so many manipulation are taking place because of agenda, notice, and the documentation which are board process. So we have done two things, and I respectfully acknowledge Mr. Junaid's contribution, who has specifically told, do this. One is that notice of the board meeting, which people are saying that we are sending notice, but now notice acknowledgement is compulsory. Either you have to send by email or you have to send acknowledge. So there is no manipulation that I have sent you notice, you have not attended. Second is, the most important thing, after the completion of that meeting, when the minutes are signed, after 15 days, the photocopy of signed minutes has to circulate to all directors. So each meeting should be closed. These are the two things which I think that will reduce drastically the litigation which are taking place because of these reasons. Position of company secretary, we have tried to give a true recognition, definition of attendance and definition of invitee. We have done this. We have identified that who will have the custody of the minutes, and nobody can sign other than company secretary, which are required important documents. All these things will have a cascading effect because good governance, good process. And friends, our journey is not stop here. Journey is started. Now the next target is guidance note on standard, or both the standard. that is on the way, and we will definitely come out within 10-15 days. Then we are planning to start a new standard on mergers, independent director, fraud, CSR, board reporting, related party, KMP, loans, investment and guarantee, deposits, board procedure, and insider trading. These are the things. Then we are discussing with RBI, discussing with the stock exchange, SEBI, and ministry. They can suggest. And our team is very strong and very dedicated. The SSB board is very strong. All are dedicated. They start work at 10 o'clock, and the meeting is going up to 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and next day morning, 8 o'clock, we are starting. And I'm not allowing them to sleep also, because there's a homework which we are giving. So friends, one basic point which is a very ambitious, which I'm thinking. Today what is happening, board of directors are there. Independent directors are more responsible. But agenda item, the MIS is not structured. So we have one more plan that we should have a structured agenda and a structured MIS. So all companies should have same type of thing. Maybe 20% they can differ, but more and more things should be there. Our plan is that we want to globalize this standard. We want to advocacy this. We want to organize more program across the country, tell the industry, regulator, professional, and media what are the important of this, and then we want to start some award. Friends, our journey has started, and we have to go a long way. These are not easy thing to do this, but in my opinion, we have started this, and I'll close like कि चलना है चल पड़ो निकल आएंगे रास्ते आंधी किसी के नक्शे कदम नहीं देखती. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Now may I request Madam Mamta Benani, Vice President, to kindly share her words of wisdom.
Thank you, Vineet. Honorable Justice Shri Bakru, Judge Delhi High Court, Honorable Justice Shri Deshmukh, Chairman CLB, Mr. Juneja and other officials from MCA, Mr. President, Mr. Pavan Vijay, Chairman SSB, whom I think we owe a lot of thanks, Mr. Vineet Chaudhary, Mr. Makarand Lele, Mr. Ranjit Pandey, Mr. Satwinder Singh are my council colleagues, Preeti Malhotra, past President, past Secretaries, Mr. N.K. Jain and Mr. Narang, past Central Council member, Mr. Sanjay Grover, NIRC Chairman, Mr. Chawla, and Chairman of various chapters of ICSI, distinguished seniors, and our precious guests. A very good evening to everybody. I'm sorry if I've missed some names. Please pardon me for that. Friends, I think a lot of it has been said by Mr. Pavan Vijay, but I'll start with a small, not an anecdote or whatever you may call that, which will really emphasize the importance of secretarial standards. Let me share this with you. It so happened in a large kingdom, obviously there was a king. If it's a kingdom, it's a king. King's wife was to deliver a baby. So on the date of the delivery, and let me tell you, this king was very, very fond of baby boys. So on the date of the delivery, he was very upset for any reason whatsoever, and he could not resist himself but call the royal priest. So he called upon the royal priest and said the most obvious question that he asked. So the royal priest said, "Ladka nahi, ladki." Okay? So the king was fine to get the answer. And after delivery, you know the obvious, again, the priest was arrested. Okay? The priest was he felt quite vandalized, and he said, "Hey, come on, why am I arrested?" He gathered all the courage and he asked the king that, "Why am I arrested?" So the king said, "You're arrested because you told a lie. For no other reason, but तुमने मुझसे झूठ कहा, इसलिए you're arrested." The priest asked humbly that, "Sir, मैंने तो, my lord, my excellency, I did not lie. I said लड़का नहीं लड़की." तो उसने कहा, "Yeah, you said लड़का नहीं लड़की." He said, "No, I said लड़का नहीं, comma लड़की." And he took it as लड़का, comma नहीं लड़की. Now look at the difference. With a small shift of a punctuation mark, which is a comma, which our children don't want to use it at all, the entire meaning of the sentence changes. I think this is where standardization will really, really come handy. Can you call a board meeting at 7:30 in the night? You may say yes, why not? But if you see the law and if you also read the standards, it is said that the meeting should also be called at a time which is convenient to everybody, so that everybody can come forward and participate. So when you just see the timing, you may feel what is wrong in 7:30. But if you see otherwise, 7:30 is not a very convenient time for people to call a meeting because it may last for hours. So therefore, I think these things would get standardized. Let us talk of another example. The meeting in which we are appointing an additional director. Can you call that additional director as an invitee director in that particular meeting where you are appointing him? Probably we do, all of us, we call him by invitation, him or her by invitation. But the law, actually, I think by standards, it would be like for that meeting, he or she should not be called. Because even if you see the law, it is said that only after he gets appointed, he should be called. Right? So these things will actually get standardized by way of our secretarial standards. Much more than that, I'm sure. Friends, if we look around the world, let's just understand one very simple model that we see all the time. How does McD or KFC, etc., spreads its tentacles across the world? Do we see the owners of those chains going across, hopping from one station to another to see that everything is working fine or not? Obviously not. The answer, the moot point is standardization, not only of operations, but everything else. So I think Mr. Deshmukh will also be happy, and so will our High Court Judge Sahab, that a lot of litigations under Section 397 and 398, if not the others, will get reduced. I'm sure professionals are also happy with that. Yes or no? Right? So I think, once things get standardized, which the objective of secretarial standards are, we will have peace of mind and a lot of other things to be done. Let me just talk about one aspect where the corporates are talking in the sense that it's too burdensome, not only by the terms of money, that you need more compliance officers and you need an entire setup to really go through these standards and follow it day in and day out. But friends, don't you think it makes a lot of economic sense also? Let us ask ourselves as investors, do we like to put in money in those companies which don't work well or which is opaque in nature? The answer is obvious to us, we don't. So therefore, I think even secretarial standards, following it in letter and spirit, not immediate return, but all those companies which they are mandated now to follow it, they will always get an economic sense out of it, because the investors' confidence will be hugely arisen that these companies are following board processes, etc., meticulously. Friends, as ICSI, how will we take it forward? The first step, the most awaited step, already achieved. I'm sure we've got miles to walk, but in consultation with the President, Mr. Atul Mehta, we have decided that we are going to have obviously capacity building measures, though this is our own subject, but nonetheless, every learning is important. We'll have webcasts, we'll have programs all across the nation, and of course, the guidance note, which will play the most pivotal role. Friends, in this journey, you and all of us have always been together with us. Be with us, give your valuable suggestions to us. It is precious to us, and believe me, everything is taken cognizance of. Thank you very much, and let us hope that this climbing of a mountain is not the end of the mountain. We climb mountains after mountains together. Thank you.
Thank you, Mamta. Now I request President ICSI to kindly share his words of wisdom, please.
Thank you, Vinit Bhai. Honorable Justice Sri Vibhu Bakru, Honorable Justice Sri Deshmukh, all my seniors sitting on the dais of the dais. A historical day for ICSI and for all of us. Journey which began sometime 2001, and after 14 years we are seeing the day now that the secretarial standard is getting launched. Friends, most of the system supporting the governance issue were recommendatory in the nature, but have become a mandatory with the time. This issue includes the tenure of the board, CSR, whistleblower mechanism, sustainability reporting, and so on. The sectoral standard is not an exception to this. In fact, the compliance with the sectoral standard has already become a stakeholder's mandate, since they will perceive the companies following the sectoral standard voluntarily as relatively better governance company. I recall the sectoral standard issued by the Institute for the first time on board meeting in December 2001. This document has reference to the determinations of the Institute to pursue the government and appropriate authorities to enforce these standards to facilitate the adoption thereof by the industry and the corporate entities in order to achieve the desired objective of the standardization of the sectoral practice. The determination has finally resulted positively in the endeavors of the Institute, with the introduction of the sectoral standard becoming a mandatory for the board in the shareholders meeting in Companies Act 2013. These standards are being issued after taking into the consideration the effective and best global practice as well as the stakeholder expectations. This is a historical moment that all of us deserves to cherish. Friends, sectoral standard intend to reduce the ambiguity in the law and well as to adopt the best practices of the industry followed over the decades conventionally. They do not seek to substitute or replace any existing laws or the rules regulation framed under the Act, but in fact seeks to supplement such laws, rules and regulations. Friends, in India is the first country to introduce the sectoral standard, and the Institute is the pioneering in the issuing the same. In fact, India is the torchbearer to the world to introduce the international sectoral standard. In fact, the Corporate Secretarial International Association, of which ICSI is a founder member, has its agenda to develop international sectoral standards. Now, this is aptly so, as there is a convergence of the governance norms across countries. The sectoral standard will help the strengthening the board process, bring the more clarity as the board process will be documented. The information to be placed before the board is codified. As the agendas would be circulated well in advance, board member will come prepared in the board meetings, engage in a consultative debate, and take informed decisions. The board member can and should demand that all the information is provided to them. It would lead to a higher standard of governance, as they will strengthen the flow of information and improve the transparency. Will create the enormous confidence in the mind of the investor, particularly the fund manager and overseas investor, as these investors are very much concerned about the good governance practice and the sound procedure. Consequently, this will lead to a more flow of capital into the India, new projects, more modernization expansions, and ultimately it would help in government objective of Make in India. The function of Company Secretary as prescribed under Section 2051 of Companies Act 2013 inter alia includes the ensuring compliance with the applicable standards, sectoral standards. The sectoral audit is also required to report on compliance of the sectoral standard under Section 204 of the Companies Act 2013. Since the responsibility of the directorship comes with the significant liability, executive and non-executive directors should receive a relevant development and the education to inform them of their duties, responsibility, power, and potential liabilities in working a board level. I am sure that the implementation of sectoral standard on the board and the shareholders would result in decision-making process comparable to the world standards and in bringing the better shareholders democracies. My special thanks to Mr. Pawan Vijay Kumar. I have seen him working, and the way he has moved the standards, it is matter of appreciation. So thank you, Pawan, taking the standards on. Thank you very much. And with this, I close my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, President. Now may I request President, Vice President and dignitaries on the dais to kindly get the formal launching of the secretarial standards through the hands of Honorable Chief Guest and Guest of Honor. Thank you very much. Friends, as you are aware, after the kind approval of the Ministry of Corporate Affairs on 10th this month, we took the same immediately on its record through the council and was sent for the formal notification on 20th. We are happy to take note that today itself it was published in the official gazettes and straightway coming here from the press. So again, now friends, this is the time to get the blessings and know way forward from our guest of this evening. Guest, as I told you, both are the expert of the subject. When we are talking about secretarial standard, it's a technical thing. Both guests are well versed with the subjects and technically expert, you say. First of all, I will request our guest of honor, Honorable Justice Sri D.R. Deshmukhji, to please give his kind address and his blessings to all of us. I request all of you to please give a big round of applause for Justice Deshmukh, please.
Thanks, Vineet. Esteemed brother, Justice Vibhu Bakru, Mrs. Mamta Binani, Mr. Sultan Sinha, Mr. Pawan Vijay, Mr. Vineet Chaudhary, Mr. Atul Mehta, my very dear company secretaries, and all present here. Indeed, today is a historical day. There is no doubt about it. And what Mr. Pawan Vijay had said, I may just add to it by a couplet, which says this, कौन कहता है कि आसमां में सुराख नहीं हो सकता, कौन कहता है कि आसमां में सुराख नहीं हो सकता, तबीयत से ज़रा एक पत्थर उछालो तो यारो. So I would go to the extent of saluting the very first person who had made an endeavor and took the first step in formulating the secretarial standards. So, and it is not by a band of magic or, I'm sorry, this happens, you know. Just a minute. A very interesting story to tell you. So, what had happened was, I came from a meeting or so and straight away went to the court. And this blessed phone remained in my pocket and it rang at the time of the hearing. And normally we prohibit everyone from carrying a phone. So Mr. Chaudhary and Mr. Sarkar were arguing a matter before me. So they narrated a very important incident to me that they were arguing a matter before the Supreme Court. And Soli Sorabji was there, and there was one senior counsel was there, Mr. Chaudhary was there, and a lady judge, I'm forgetting the name of the lady judge. So Mr. Chaudhary's phone rang, you know. So he grappled for the phone immediately and said, I'm very sorry. So the judge immediately said, bench officer, what is this? Take that phone, seize it. So the phone was taken. So the next day hearing continued, and that day Soli's phone rang, you know, during the hearing. So again the judge was very annoyed and said, court master, take that phone into custody, seize it, like that. And third day, believe it or not, the third lawyer's phone rang. So this happened for the 3 days continuously, the hearing was going on. On the fourth day, when the hearing was going on, suddenly some phone rang, you know, and everybody looked for his pockets. And then for a moment after, it realized it was the judge's phone. So Soli said to the court master, seize that phone. So this happens sometimes. Anyways, so it's a very historical day indeed. And, you know, I have always said from many platforms that the company secretaries have a very pivotal role to play in providing good governance in the corporate world. And being a multidisciplinary professional, they provide an array of services for corporate growth through good governance. So in that sense, bringing uniformity into the practices to be followed by the company secretaries was absolutely essential. And you know, as Mr. Pawan Vijay had quoted an instance of notices, this is so frequently argued in the company law board. A resolution passed in the board meeting is bad for want of notice. A resolution passed at the EOGM is bad for want of notice. And the defense is that, well, it's a closely held company, we are all close relatives, there's a convention of not issuing notices, so no notices were issued and they were aware. Similarly, certificate of posting defenses are put up. So to overcome all these hurdles and to assist the company law board in adjudicating the secretarial standards adopted during such meetings, these standards, SS1 and SS2, would indeed go a very long way. And these standards are, as the mission says, to develop high caliber professional facilitating good corporate governance. These standards ought to have been formulated, and they have been formulated today. And I congratulate the Institute of Company Secretaries of India for this wonderful job. And I hope that many more such events and milestones shall be crossed. And I hope and pray that I will be witness to many more such milestones of the Institute of Company Secretaries, which I hold very close to my heart. So thank you very much for calling me. Heartiest congratulations once again, and keep this good effort on. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your kind blessings. Friends, now before I invite our chief guest, Honorable Sri Vibhu Bakruji, Judge Delhi High Court, I tell you the kind of schedule he was having. We had just planned 3 days in advance that this program, and we thought about him, me, Saurabh Kalia. Thank you, Saurabh, for giving the company to me. Went to him and requested. The court usually go up to 4, but it was 4:45 around in the evening. We were waiting. He kindly given time to us and immediately agreed when he heard about the institution and the things. Despite of his busy schedule, he said that sharp 6, you will leave me because I have to come back to the court and to work. Look at. We will definitely try, sir. No, I request Honorable Chief Guest, Justice Sri Vibhu Bakruji, to kindly share his words of wisdom, his expertise, knowledge, and way forward for us. I request all of you to please give a big round of applause, please.
Respected Justice Deshmukh, my friend Pavan Vijay, and all you gentlemen from the profession, ladies and gentlemen from the profession. Let me at the outset dispel this impression that any standard reduces litigation. The ingenuity of professionals is boundless, and we have a very large body of litigious clients, so therefore I don't think this would happen. But what exactly does the standard do? It enriches the profession. So I would congratulate you not only for the fact that the standard has been laid, but this is the foundation for enriching the profession further. Ultimately, a profession is a repository of knowledge. As a professional body, the job is to hone that knowledge. And how would you translate this? You have to translate it by codified systems. Fortunately, professions like company secretaries and law have already a codified act, rules, regulations that have already been put in place. So what does this standard really do? The standard only gives way to a ever-evolving bedrock of standards. It's not a straitjacket formula. So please don't read this standard as a straitjacket formula, because that would be doing effectively violence to any standards. It must evolve from the principle, it must codify it, and that's the way I would imagine that all of you would practice the standards, because if there is an emergent meeting, I'm sure these questions will crop up and these standards will be interpreted and it would be debated for some times to come. But what is important is the step that has been taken to codify the knowledge that you want to put forth, to say, all right, litigation may be reduced if we have this area where notices are not received, let's send a standard for it. This is one aspect. The profession itself will be tested on this. ultimately, how do you test professionals? For a medical professional, ultimately he will be tested on the skill that he showed on a operation table and so on and so forth. How does a company secretary how does the standard of a company secretary go up? It goes up when you test it. Did you comply with all of the standards? This would be, in that sense, a yardstick on which this could be, the standards could be measured, the proficiency could be measured. And to that extent, I mean, this is just the beginning. So I may not congratulate you on the content that this standard has, because that will still to be evolved, but the step is momentous. Like Justice Deshmukh said, it's in that sense a historical moment, and I would join him in congratulating all of you in this endeavor. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir, for your kind wishes and blessings. We assure you the hard efforts put by our seniors last 15 years in developing these secretary standards. We have few senior members of the SSB board here. No, I request Mr. Sutanu Sinha, Chief Executive and Official Secretary, to kindly give the formal vote of thanks to the guest on the dais, as well as to the media friends.
Thank you, Vinitji. Respected Justice Bakru, respected Justice Deshmukh, President, Vice President, Chairman SSB, Central Council members present here, past President, past Secretaries, past Council members, Regional Council members, distinguished guests from Ministry of Corporate Affairs, my past colleagues, especially Mr. V.K. Agarwal and other, Mr. Kumar, Mr. Jain, Mr. Narang, and press, media, ladies and gentlemen. As such, before formally conferring vote of thanks, I need to mention name of two persons, and I request these two gentlemen to come on dais. First is Mr. A.K. Vermani. He was the member of the SSB. Few days back, we celebrated our 100th meeting of SSB. And Mr. Vermani, if you please come on the dais, we would confer you a certificate of appreciation. I request Justice Bakru to kindly hand over this thing. Thank you. Another gentleman, Dr. S. Chandrasekaran, he is existing member of SSB also. I request Justice Deshmukh sir to hand over this certificate of appreciation to Dr. Chandrasekaran. Thanks, sir. Friends, as such, where to start, I don't know, because it's a beginning of a new journey of ICSI. And what Justice have said, especially Justice Bakru have said about the knowledge management, knowledge gets explicit from tacit form. And this standard exercise was an exercise of that sort. And very interestingly, in knowledge management, we say that is the first loop learning and second loop learning. What we have acquired, we have gained is first loop learning, and something innovative is always second loop learning. And very interestingly, this standard, it's a combination of both. Say, this standard also covers e-voting, like things that has been innovated. It's a very in infant stage. And these e-votings like things are covered in the standards also. I really sincerely thank Mr. Pawan Vijay and the team of SSB for having a beautiful standard. Of course, it's a beginning, and there will be evolving process, and we will be continuing to have this process in years to come. what Justice Bagru Sahab said, that standard reduces litigation, sir. Exactly, it was our apprehension that definitely less cases would be coming to the court or CLV or the NCLT in future. And you also said, sir, that it's a repository of knowledge, and of course it is evolving in nature. We would keep your word in mind because we would try to upgrade the standards in times to come. I really, we are grateful for your presence, sir, and I request our past president, Priti Malhotra ji, to come onto the dais to hand over a small memento to Justice sir. I acknowledge presence of our another past president, Mr. Mohesh Shah here. Thank you, sir, for coming here. And Nesar ji is also there, Mr. Nesar Ahmed, our past president. Thank you, sir, for coming here. I request our past council member, who was also member of the SSB, Mr. Sanjay Grover. Oh, you are still member, okay. It's a big list, so I missed it. Please come on to the dais and please hand over a small memento from our side to our respected Justice Sahab, Justice Deshmukh. Thank you, Deshmukh sir. Friends, this entire process culminated and finalized by the council. And not only this council, it started long back by several councils, and I acknowledge contribution made by all the past council members and the professionals, of course, as well as secretaries and the secretariat. They worked hard to bring this standard. It is unique in nature and it's first time in the world. The few days back, we were in one OECD meeting in Turkey, and when we said that we have standards, people were astonished to hear this thing. They could not believe that India is so advanced. So we should be proud of it, and please give a big hand to Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Mr. Juneja. Thank you very much for being here. I request Mr. Juneja to please come on dais. On behalf of the institute, we just honor to ministry. You are here. So, please, sir. Please. I request Mr. Atul Mehta, our president, to hand over a small memento on our behalf to Mr. Juneja. Thank you, sir. This entire exercise, be it the formation of the standard and the preparation of the standard, always there is a big team working behind it, and I recognize contribution made by the Secretariat earlier, Mr. V.K. Agarwal. Agarwal sir, thank you. Your contribution is immense on this process because over the years you were working on these standards. A big hand to Mr. Agarwal. Mr. Jain, Mr. Naran, you have great contribution, and currently Alka ji, Dr. Dikshit and others from the Secretariat, Banu Dandona, Deepa Khetri, Priya Iyer, who was working as Secretary, then Mr. Manik and Mr. Rajesh sir did a beautiful thing today. Today we issued the standard, and it has been notified today itself. It is 23rd of this April, standard has been notified, and our team worked very hard so that it's coinciding with the date of standards. So thanks to the team, and okay, I acknowledge Dr. Saini. There's so many dignitaries are here today. We are really grateful to all of you. Dr. Kumar is also there. Thank you. Thank you to all of you. And with this, we conclude and wish you all the best. And I request all of you to rise for national anthem.
पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक